We're going to go ahead and highlight this game. It's going to be between Pro Madara and Silent.Searcher. This is a part of UGL Season 2. Madara took second place for the season, Silent.Searcher took first. So it's going to be a really good matchup. Or at least it should. So we got Silent.Searcher as Protoss, mid right, and we have Madara top mid as Zerg. I'm going to go ahead and focus on Searcher for the rest of the game, just to see what he builds, so that maybe it could help out some noobs out there. He built this first pylon at number 8. At number 10, he decides to get 2 gateways. Gets that next pylon. For people that need help, he gets that 4th gateway up. This is a common build. He still hasn't searched anywhere yet, and he makes that 3rd pylon. 4 gateways going up. He does search. He's trying to get zealots. He notices that there's the Zerg with the Overlord scout, and he goes ahead and cancels that 4th gate. So I'm guessing so he can have more minerals, so that he can go double assimilator. He gets the cybernetics cord going on. Blue looks like he's establishing a choke, and there he is. He's just building more pylons, spending his money. Keeps those. Oh no, they're not pumping. So I guess that's another thing, saving money I guess for a nexus. He has 1 zealot. He has 4 more over here. So at least early game, that's going to be able to hold off any anybody who tried to cheese with just Zerglings or something. Okay, he's building 1 Dragoon. He's not upgrading anything just yet. He's already established that 3rd assimilator. Alright, so it looks definitely a fast drop build. Looks like he's going to try to get some mid cannons going on. Just got his probe sniped. I didn't see it, but I heard it. That is funny. So that's gonna stall that, if that's what he had planned. Let's see if this one gets sniped. Alright. So he already has the first drop. He's gonna go ahead and drop 2 zealots. Doesn't look like that's gonna really amount to much. Let's see how many he gets. 30, 29, 28. Alright, so he has 28. By the time this dropship comes back, that Reaver's definitely going to be ready. Still operating with 3, 4, 5. He decides to not pick up the Dragoon. Let's see where he goes. And snipe fool. Okay. Good job, Hydras. Alright, so the cannon, he's going to go ahead and just check that out. The Templar's already there, gaining some health or some temp knowledge. It's already in there. It's ready to rock and roll. He does it. Oh, he's not attacking. Blue's attacking. Just a little bit. Let's see if this drop is successful. So he has a total of 48 units. He's able to stack away, 52. Alright, he got 11 units right there. So that's definitely going to slow him down some. 24. Protoss is doing a good job. He never did get that 3rd nexus, but he's still producing his upgrades to the left hand side. He could have easily taken the upgrades, but what's important is, I guess, getting the zealots. Purple, to stay alive, stacks the probes to also attack with the zealots. And with that, if he's able to micro and able to kill the Reaver drops that are being done, it's going to be easy picking. So even though the psi count is way in the favor of purple, the majority of those are in drones or probes. Purple's not able to just get around and surround the Hydra so that they don't have anywhere to run. So obviously, if you're just coming from one angle, those Hydra are going to be able to just micro the hell out of them. So we got purple sitting at 86 units, 84 units, 62 units. Again, blue, he's still hurting from that initial drop of the temp. He's going to just be able to clear this area. That whole time though, purple, he knew that he had to, I guess, take it slow and easy, and nice and slow. So he was able to establish a choke with some cannons and reaver support. So well done there. Tries to backdoor him a little bit on the side, killing all the probe that are getting gas. Unable to get that reaver, almost, not quite. Purple did an amazing job by putting a gateway in there to halt him from getting there. Obviously, he didn't want to leave it there, so he cancels it. Blue still sitting at 66 units. Notice he hasn't really established a choke yet. I think he was all in with the Hydras. But now he's not going to be getting through here with Templars being manufactured, enough Zealots, 2 Reavers, cannons galore. Any kind of error? No error. He's building his second and third robotics facility. So Searcher, he's definitely got an upper hand here, just big time. He has the economy. He has a lot of his assimilators getting to work. Finally, deciding to search the distance or the range attack for the Dragoon. Still no drop being done. What happened? Yeah, that's funny. Alright. So here comes a drop. Sitting at 85. No drop gets done. Purple, he's able to come to the choke. Looks like he's going to be able to take that down. Even with the Hydra support, he's just going to be able to throw everything he's got at him. Here comes another drop. Getting cannons in there so that no mutas or any kind of counter is going to happen. His 99 total units, he's all up in his butt. And he gets a temp. And he gets a temp off. So Madara, even though it looked like he had the upper hand whenever he got the Hydras in the base, he just wasn't able to do enough to keep the attack going. And Silent.Searcher just closed him out, finished the job. Good game, good game. Alright, here we are in game 2 of the Madara versus Searcher. Again, these are number 1, number 2 players in UGL Season 2. Currently, we're gonna start Season 18. Season 18 of UGL is gonna start on November 13th, which is Friday the 13th. So come out and join us. Again, it's unigl.net, unigl.net. To find us on the Starcraft servers, go ahead and use the regular ones from Blizzard, and we're at Starcraft West OPUGL, OP space UGL. Alright, so let's go ahead. We already know who's playing, and let's go to remove the ops. So we have Madara as Protoss mid base. We have versus Terran Searcher. High APMs, that's to be expected from both of these gentlemen. It's going to go ×2. Protoss opting out from doing a mid build. Here we go. We got Terran doing 2 racks. Let's see what he does with whenever he gets some money. 3rd rack. Boom. Yeah. He's got a fan. He's got a fan. Alright, so we got 4 gateways that are coming up so that he can pump zealots. We got 3 marine mechas coming up so he can make marines, firebats, whatever. He already has the first refinery coming up. No gas yet from the Protoss. He's sitting at 25 PSI. He's searching. They know each other's race. Now they're just looking at locations. Notice Terran, he's going to go ahead and post his units somewhat outside his base so that he can take care of those probes that are searching. Alright, so Protoss, he's coming in. Let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit. Too much. It's just... Alright, so Purple, he's going to go ahead and try to do a bunker. He gets his Marines behind his barracks. So we have 5 Zealots versus probably about 12 different Marines. It's going to be tough. Searcher, he's definitely going to be able to micro these guys. He's buying his units time, or his barracks time, to make more units. He's not going to be able to establish that bunker anytime soon. But I don't fault him for trying. Alright, so it does look like he's going to try to start some cannons on the side. There's enough Zealots. Where are you going? Come this way. The action's over here. These cannons are not going to be able to come up. Nice micro. Separating them out, moving them back. And it's not good whenever the Terran outnumber the Protoss. We have 46 here, 46 to 46. No cannons being made here, but he's making pylons. So he's slipped a probe up top. He's able to save these Zealots. He just doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough Zealots to go ahead and protect that stuff. He scouted that probe. That probe's as good as dead. Run, mate! Oh, got him. He took him down. Those bats say, "Come over here, please." Still working off of just one refinery, getting the stem ready to rock and roll. Brown, he was able to establish 2 additional nexus. So he's going to be able to make workers, but he's not really going to be able to hold a counterattack if that's what happens soon. Alright, so Tyranny decides to clean his base out before he searches what's going on here. No pun intended. Oh, he does search. Looks like he stemmed it. Alright. He gets his second command center. So we got Protoss sitting at 53 units. We have Terran sitting at 61 units. He is already pumping from all 3 of those nexus, but he still only has 4 gateways. Has not established or finished the cybernetics cord. We got 4, the 5th barrack coming up. We got the first factory going down. Pretty soon he's going to probably establish another, at least 1 more refinery. So Brown, he's satisfied. He's able to just get his economy going. He has 68 PSI. He has the cannons out there. I don't think Terran's even going to bother trying to bust out until he has these factories ready to make some siege tanks. Alright. Already getting... Alright, speed. Citadel Abaddon. Nose distance, he doesn't need it yet on for the cybernetics cord, so that's pretty smart. Purple, he's establishing some side area for he can use it for 2 purposes. He can use it as a scout for anything that's going to be coming from the top right. Then he also obviously uses it for supply. He has 3 factories. He's pumping with his barracks. He's getting that 3rd command center down. It's going to come in handy if he ever decides to make scanners. He does have the engineering bay. It's normally right about now, unless I think he automatically knows that that Brown wasn't going a fast drop, which probably would have come at about the 6:30 mark, maybe a little bit sooner. So right about now, he's like, okay, well, I need to be careful for a drop, and so now he's going to be able to establish those turrets. It's very important if you're playing Terran or really any race that you do the tech, so that you can build everything that's available to you. You definitely don't want to get stuck in a situation where, like, oh crap, I need vision, or I need something to see a cloaked unit, and then you don't have anything to make turrets, you don't have anything to make science vessels, and then you end up getting screwed by cloaked units, just a few cloaked units. So Brown playing a little bit defensively, in my opinion. He's getting some cannons. It didn't appear that Purple was going any kind of drop, so I think some of that could have waited for him to make more gateways, but he's setting himself up. So this is giving vision to Brown. He's not able to see Purple's depots. Not really sure what that means, but apparently it means scout temp drop. Alright, so he's rock and rolling with these turrets, making turrets. He only has 5 barracks, getting the 6th one up, still pumping, no upgrades, but he's also not being challenged. So we got the scout ship, we got 4 drop ships, but only one that's a real one. Send them all together. Purple is attacking that area. Let's see what's going on here. We got 173. Oh, so he's able to stack away. So that's a third purpose. So he's using it for vision. He's using it for depot supply, and he's also using it as vision to stack away. Pretty smart. So the Templar taking care of the Marines. Siege tank doing their job slowly but surely, doing 4 kills. Good job. Looks like he's ready for another attempt at doing a drop. We got 190. Ah, he does quite a bit of damage. Looks like he's able to stack away probably 2 groups, but he did do quite a bit of damage. So Purple, he's going to go ahead and still be moving, making progress with those tanks. A couple of those tanks are going to drop away, or fall, just go down. Protoss units are sitting at 111. We got Terran units sitting at 1-1. No drop went down there. Pretty sure it sounded like there was an attempt there. So we got Terran sitting pretty. Again, it helps that you made that third command center. If he hadn't made that 3rd command center, he'd be hurting a little bit more than he is now. So still staying low on the minerals. Brown doing his best, securing all these cannons. Really, he can continue to drop, but if he's not making any progress going indoors, it's just gonna be tough. Right about now, he should probably be trying to focus on making starports, or whatever they're called. Let's see, stargates. Okay. Just make a whole bunch of 190 to 155. Goodness. Searcher's just doing a great job by just filling up his entire base. You can take a look. Brown still has area to build. Bottom left, bottom right, some right here. And he obviously can make a secondary base of stargates. And Purple, on the other hand, he's keeping this almost the entire base full. Very cool, very cool. he should be able to see that by now. He should be able to see all of this. So he's sitting at 200. Oh, lock that stuff down. He was able to get a temp off, but it does look like he was able to stack away on most of those units. And those depots are gonna go down, slowly but surely. So purple, I think he's probably gonna have to start making additional depots in his base, which he's already started. He's like, ain't no thing, I can do that, I got room. The name of the game right here is, I guess, building up your tank count. I'm not sure. Does he have? Yeah, he has scanners already. Obviously, he's been using them already. He has enough Stargates to attempt to make carriers. But he's just not comfortable enough right now to go ahead and try that. Let's see which one has it. Got 186. Oh, and it is locked. Die. Alright. So, sitting at 2-2, these are 2-2. So even though he's maxed out, he looks like he doesn't have very many units. Those tanks, they're just going to be able to annihilate any of those zealots that come at him, just from, especially if they're coming at him from one direction. One direction. Yeah, that's a bad. Alright, so here we go. We've got the science vessel, full, maxed, ready to EMP drop someone. He's already making ghosts in anticipation of the carriers, which aren't coming. Here comes a drop. We got 198 units, able to lock them down. Very smart. Very, very smart. Awesome. And these guys are just on hold. He's like, alright, well, I'll get my power again, and I'll lock you down again. Protoss, if you have money, which Madara, he sure did, you need to establish a secondary base so you can come from two different angles. At least two different angles. He's doing his best to try to establish more cannons in the middle, but he's just not spending enough. If you have that many, might as well just stack attack at least one group of probes, and you can make another 6 zealots, or really whatever else you want to fill that side count. He is trying to get more gateways up top. He has these. What is that probe gonna do? No. Alright, so he attempted to go from two different angles. Looks like he's gonna be able to clean out this middle, but just reinforcements are coming in, and it's not looking good for Brown. Not looking good for Brown. He already needs to build another pylon because of all the pylons that got taken from the middle. Purple's not wasting any time. He's making turrets. He's making barracks so that he can reinforce his units a little bit quicker. They also serve as blockade so that they don't have easy straight access to attack these other units that he has. All right. Here's Pro Monty. He sees he's already left, but he sees the fate. Maybe it was past his bedtime. Maybe his mom and dad walked in on him. Maybe he's in trouble. Alright. So even Terran, Searcher, he's allowing his minerals to go up. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but lo and behold, what does he do? He stacks. Let's see if these are just going to go to their death or they're going to go build something. Oh. Yep, Madara left. He knew that he was just going to be wasting time if he didn't take off. What a great game. Searcher, he just hits a groove. He knows the different counters. He knows what he can do. very confident in his ability. So good for you, man. Alright, this is going to be the third game of the Searcher series for UGL Season 2. Searcher, he was again ranked number 1 for this season. Had a lot of games played, very few games lost. Sexy-Adler, he was ranked number 15. He probably had close to 300 games. That's an insane amount of games that are played. I think he's stuck with one account. I know some of these other guys, they make 2 or 3 accounts, which I don't know why you would do that. I know sometimes they say it's easier to find a game if you're not so high ranked, but I think they're just afraid to lose points off of lower players. So it is nice to see that Searcher is playing a 15 ranked person instead of somebody that's number 2 or 3. Playing when you can, right? Alright, so Searcher, he does have the disadvantage here, I would say, being a mid-Zerg. Terran, it's not too far away. He could be totally across from each other, but Terran at this point, it looks like he's going at least 1 fast gas, making 3 barracks. It's gonna find him pretty soon. He's being chased. He's being chased. Alright, so he's able to get enough Marines in there to secure some kind of defense for the SCVs. Looks like Searcher, he's going to be content with doing an upgrade to a layer and pushing his sunks out. Every once in a while I get lucky with, and I'm playing a noob, and I'm able to get these sunks out to the point where I start attacking the factory. And if I can delay that factory even just a little bit from making that siege tank, I feel like it's a victory already. I should probably just say GG there and ask the other person to leave, but I'd have to convince them, and I guess that wouldn't work. He gets those siege tanks up and popping at about 5:30, 5:33. Seen other players do it a little bit faster, but he's getting that engineering bay, pushing, tanks pushing. Let's see where he is with his, where he's at with his hive. He didn't waste any time to make that greater spire. Starting to make some mutas, probably about 4 or 5. He has 4 extractors going. Searcher did a really good job as far as pushing his sunks back. White, he's gonna start pulling his troops in. Oh wow! I don't think he's gonna be able to get those guards up. He's gonna make a heck of an attempt. If those tanks can push any further, he's gonna be able to take down these hatches. Are already taking fire. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see what's going on. So we got siege tanks. We got what? 4, 8, 10, 11. We got 11 tanks. We got Marines on the move with additional tank support. Tanks are being made. He's already establishing 3 starports, I guess in retaliation of those Guardians. But everybody knows that Zerg is going to be going Guardians when they're getting tank pushed. Oh wow, those things, I don't see how those hatches are going to survive. White, he's just, you know, he has 4 extractors going, or 4 refineries going. He could probably do with making a few more. He has a 2nd command center. Only 3 barracks, but this is going to really help out for anti-air support. So here we go. Let's see what's going on. Those Guardians, they have to push and pull back so that they're not getting taken. So they're not being taken. He needs those to survive. Looks like he kills a whole bunch of drones there. He's targeting that main, and he does take it down. If he takes that one down, he's not going to be operating with any kind of hatch. Wow. Okay, well those guards were able to push his units back. Looked like he had stopped production of the Marines and wasn't able to send any more over. Goodness. So those factories, they're going to go back home. But I think he's satisfied with the damage he's done. Heck, he took out a main, took out all the hatcheries. So right now, Searcher is operating just with one hatch. Just now making another hatch behind the base. He is screwed. He's making an attempt, but there's no way in heck that he's going to be able to. What can you do? White, he went ahead and did some, I guess to move these out, but it looked like he could have easily countered. White, he's doing the Searcher build. No, he's not going to make a scan. He does have an observer to help out, just like Searcher in the past. And Searcher, I'm kidding. If you can take a joke like you take a Diak, you'd be a much more pleasant person to be around. Take a joke, brother. I'm glad that you game as often as you do. Adler pushing 300 games for this season. You're insane. If you're not playing anymore, need you to come back, brother. Sitting at 190. It doesn't look like Searcher has a chance in hell, but he knows that guards can attack the ground troops, 4 colonies can attack the air, and then I guess he can hope that that White, I don't know, faints or gets a phone call or someone knocks on his door and he fails to press pause. He's going after his 4 colonies. Those few mutas aren't going to do much. So at this point, he's at 198, 38 units. White, he was able to take down the line of overlords, and White is just pushing forward. He takes down the main hatch, the secondary hatch, or the other hatch on this side. Oh wow! But still, he's sporting a 200 APM, White with 150, and that's going to be a good game. Well done, Adler. Took down the #1 guy at rank 15. He spammed a hella, I guess a broken clock is right twice a day. So congratulations, and Searcher, nice effort. Alright, good game. Hey everyone, it's Mossflow. UniGL Season 18 is about to start on Friday the 13th. Come check us out, unigl.net. There is 2v2 prize money. Come get your game on, son.